To kick this series of TFL off with a bang, we're not going to rant on about how much fun we've had with an Aston Martin DB9 or an Audi R8. No, we're going to start with a helping of supercars that's so large it'll make you want to rush right out and put one on your politician's expense account. This incredible fleet is operated by one of the most renowned driving experience companies in the UK, and today we're on their track in Prestwold, Leicestershire, the perfect place to prove that anyone can live the motoring presenter lifestyle and to set Dave a supercar spotting challenge that he won't forget in a hurry. Driving experience companies have been around for many years now, but this one probably offers more variety than anyone else, which is why they're always busy and why people always bring their cameras. Standing in the middle of this gleaming sea of supercars makes you feel like you're on the set of Gone in 60 Seconds. Well, obviously, except for the fact that you don't have to boost any cars, you just turn up on the day and take your pick. When it comes to Gone in 60 Seconds, there's nobody better at Nicolas Cage impressions than Dave.
This is one collection of hot cars that would put even Mr. Cage's garage to shame, and you can drive each and every one of them, so let's get cracking. In the style of Randall Reigns, let's see what's on our hot list.
A few exotic cars on my list that I couldn't get yet. So I followed Matthew down to Mallory Park. Matthew, tell me about what we have here.
Basically, this is the latest hot hatch from Ford. 300 brake horsepower, 6-speed box, front-wheel drive. Just loads of fun.
Yeah, I saw 3 of these outside my coffee shop the other day, which tells me one thing. There are too many self-indulgent wieners around with too much ruddy money. Now, if I had something like an Aston Martin DB6...
That would definitely make you a connoisseur of cars.
Yeah.
I think so.
Now, do you have one here?
We haven't got one here, but we've definitely got one in our warehouse.
Warehouse?
Here they are, some of the exotics. Just one phone call, and you're out on the circuit in a timeless classic. But enough talking like Nick Cage. We promised that we'd start this new season with a bang, and so far we haven't been disappointed here.
But the best part about this feature is that you can drive every single car here. Now, at the start of the programme, we brought you the largest selection of supercars that we've ever featured in one item and introduced you to a company that could get you behind the wheel of any of them. And quite frankly, we thought that they'd run out of things for us to play with because we've covered American muscle, Italian stallions and British suave.
But many of you out there will probably think that this is the jewel in the Everyman crown, Formula One.
Yes, they actually offer an amazing Formula One experience that allows you to feel like a real racing driver. But this is no ordinary car and no ordinary course. This is the company's premier package and they take great pride in it.
It is a Formula One experience, and you know everything about Formula One, not just being in the car but being out of the car, having that special treatment. So we get all our guests to come to a manor house just up the road from Mallory Park. Then the following day, hopefully after not too much alcohol because they're going to be concentrating, we get them driving on the circuit. So first of all, we'd show them the track, show them where they need to be turning in, apex, exits, etc., suggested gears, and just so they feel more comfortable. After that, then obviously we need to get them driving. So the first kind of car that we want to sort of build them up to is a Ferrari or an Aston Martin, and we get them driving those cars, a fast GT car, so they get used to power. You know, when things are coming pretty quick at you, you know, like turn balls, etc., it takes a while to acclimatise. Once they've been in the GT cars, then we move them over to the Caterham. Now with the Caterham, fantastic bit of kit, but very cramped. So you get used to being really cramped, you get used to the pedal box being very close, and also we can still have an instructor next to that customer, just fine tweaking their driving before we move them on to the single-seater. Now the first single-seater you drive is the Vauxhall Lotus. So you're getting used to slicks and wings, you're getting used to a gear stick on the right-hand side, and also you're just getting used to a very, very quick car. They're very, very light. Very, very twitchy and very, very sensitive as well. A bit like the Caterham, you know, with the steering, very responsive. And that's where you get, you know, just under 12 miles of driving a Formula One car. It's pretty spectacular.
As you can imagine, an experience like this is not cheap. But this is Formula One. An experience that most people would never dream was possible. But never mind the cost. Let's see what a man with no idea of currency makes of it. And here he is. This is exactly what he was created for, single-seater racing. But away he goes. Now up to a fair old pace, just in time for it to open the heavens. Will that stop him? Of course not. We understand that the skid doesn't feel cold and wet like you or I. Some even say that his boxer shorts are made of carbon fibre. All we know is that he's cutting through the wet like a jet-propelled mallard on water skis. Just look at him go! So the skid's fun factor rating? 9 out of 10. Exceptional.
And I think that's established the new scale for evaluating just how good a car is to drive there, Dave. For the rest of the series then, we'll be awarding the fastest cars the skid mark.
Well, we had to get into the spirit of it, even if it is only an experience, because it is Formula One. Quite remarkable.